let me start with some news. So first of all, on our website, it's amazing, businessresults.com, we added a new section under Zoho Services, and this is a do-it-yourself. And we just collected all the information about do-it-yourself in one place. So if you click on do-it-yourself, you can see here lots of different information and lots of different links to different things that we're doing as part of the do-it-yourself. The second announcement is that we're leaving Zoho Showtime. We're not going to use Zoho Showtime anymore. We're moving to Zoom Webinar. And if you'd like to register to the next sessions, please click here on on Sign Me Up, and that will take you to the registration page. Probably you're asking, oh my God, how can he leave Zoho Showtime? So the main reason is that when we are processing the videos to post them on YouTube, there are two problems. One, the definition is 720 dpi, which is not good enough. It's a little bit blurry and it's not great. The second one, from time to time, every few sessions, there is a problem with the audio. And the audio is not syncing with the video. And every video like that cost me about $300 to fix the audio. So send it to a professional that is, working and do it right. But the result is also not great. So therefore, we just decided, in order to give you more value, just to move to a different system. That's also connecting to some people writing me on the YouTube chat, that on the comments on YouTube, that I am biased to Zoho, which is not true. And you can see here that our meetings are being conducted on Zoom. Our webinars now on Zoom Webinar. We're scheduling appointment with Calendly and not Zoho bookings. So we are not really biased for Zoho. We think that from the 55 applications, there are lots of good applications. Some of them are not that good. And I will be the first one to admit when something is not great. So don't tell me I'm biased. The next thing I want to tell you, it's about Zoho CRM, because there are so many new features all the time, and it's very common that clients are coming to us and they will say, I want to leave Zoho because it's missing a feature, or there is a functionality that cannot work, or something that they heard from a Zoho developer or Zoho support, and it's usually not true. Actually, 99.9% of the times, it's not true. So I decided to create a series of videos that are just running over the different features that Zoho has and what you can do with it. I'm starting to build those videos. Those will be public on YouTube for anyone to use. And they will start with the different modules, what those modules can do. When you go to a specific module and you have the different related modules, so what each one of them is doing, where is it? Yeah. So what each one of those records related modules is doing, what is the functionality, just to try to give you more understanding. And then I will go to the settings side. And in the settings side, I will start going over the different items in the setup section and show you what you can do with it. So the bottom line is try to give you a better understanding of how this huge beast is working. Because the bottom line is there is no other CRM in the market that's doing what Zoho is doing. Maybe you can go, to Salesforce, but you will spend tens of thousands of dollars on every small fart that you want to do on the system. Zoho is the one. It's the best system out there. We used to sell all the systems before. There is no reason for us to do anything else except this system. So that's it. I will go now to your questions. Basil is asking if we have WhatsApp and Viber integration. So WhatsApp, yes. Let me just show you here. So So WhatsApp is probably one of those features that tons of business owners are asking for, specifically when the business is working with people from outside of North America. In North America, it's common to use WhatsApp, but not for business. But when you cross the line to South America, lots of African countries, Asia, not so much in Asia, but in Middle East, WhatsApp is very, very popular. So there is an application of a WhatsApp Business. WhatsApp Business. And WhatsApp Business is connecting to some APIs. So basically, you can send and receive messages. There are lots of solutions out there that are piggybacking on the WhatsApp Business, but I didn't see one that I can recommend on and tell you, yeah, it's perfect. The closest one will be Twilio. So Twilio, let's do Twilio WhatsApp. So Twilio created an integration with WhatsApp, and there is actually we have one plugin that we're recommending for SMS, MMS, and WhatsApp. It's on our YouTube channel, and this is working with WhatsApp. But you will need to check here on this page which countries are supported with this plugin. You will need to check which countries supporting WhatsApp in general. It's not across the world. So I don't see it here. So this is one. The next one was Viber. I don't know. Viber integration API. Let's do Viber Zoho. See if we're getting something. Yeah, so it looks like you have solutions, but check all those solutions. I find that there are lots of plugins out there that they are claiming. Again, I don't know. Maybe this is a fantastic one. I don't know. But there are lots of integrations that they are claiming that they are very, very good. But the bottom line is that they are not great. So I don't know. You will need just to play with it. If you're using any kind of plugin, make sure that you are on some kind of they have free trial, so sure, and see if it works for you. And that's it, really. I don't have much to say about that. I can hear you. How are you today?
Okay, I'm fine, thank you. How are you doing?
Very good, very good.
I was just seeing you earlier this week on your video where you talk about setting up a drip campaign, how to do it both with in CRM and in campaigns. I was thinking of doing it in CRM first because it's so simple, and I had it set up in 2 seconds. I had it set up really fast. The thing that I was that sort of stopped me is that I noticed that in the emails that it sends, it doesn't have any of the information at the bottom of the email for unsubscribing and all that kind of stuff. Right. So I thought, okay,
that's true.
Yeah. So I thought, okay, no, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was going to say, so I decided to go with campaigns, because also then I could get some tracking information and all that stuff. The one place where I'm getting stuck is just how to map a new lead, a new segmented lead to a list in campaigns. So basically, I have a form on my website, which is Zoho as well, on Zoho form. It adds a new lead with a tag that I would then use.
Let's do it together, Robert, because we have more people here.
Oh, yes.
And I want them to see what we're doing. Okay. Yeah. So let's create a form. We'll call it lead form.
Yep.
And this lead form exists on your website.
That's right.
Perfect. Yep. So let's throw here first name, last name, email,
Yep.
and phone. Is that okay?
Yep.
Now you also have your tag, right?
I have a tag. So it creates a tag on my in the CRM.
What's the name of the tag?
It's called what is it called? Course or something like that. So
Done.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And let's create also this tag on our lead system.
Yep.
Let me go here. We don't have more questions, so I'm just doing it with you all the way. So we'll have the entire process.
This is fantastic. Yes.
Okay. So the lead source, we'll add it as an e-course.
Mm-hmm.
Until now, we're good?
Yep.
Okay. Let's go here. Let's save. Okay. I'm going to the integration section, integrating Zoho CRM and Zoho Forms. And for the ones that don't know how to do all that, we have specific courses that show you step by step how to do all this small magic.
Yeah.
And let's map the last name, first name, email. The last one will be the tag. 1 second. The tags are here. Perfect. Okay. So now you're pushing it. Let's do those two. I always like to have them. Okay, now we're integrating.
Yep.
Good. So this is part number 1. Let me file one of them. Okay, so the name is Lear 123, 124. Okay, we have a lead. Now it will take around 20 seconds to come in.
Yeah.
Come on, come on. Good. So the lead came in. Okay, and we have the tag.
Yep.
Okay, perfect. And now you want to send an email just for the people, the leads with the e-course.
That's it. So anyone so when someone comes in, they've just filled in the form, then I want to give them a drip campaign.
Perfect.
In campaigns.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very good. So I'm going to Zoho campaigns now. On the left side, under contacts, you have the sync services. Right? Okay. So let's go here. Let's see if I already have an active sync for the leads. Yes, I have. So let me just edit the mapping. And here I will have also the tag. See what I'm just doing?
I am. Well, of course, I can always see this video again. So,
But wait, do you have a sync enabled? Do you have a sync between?
Yeah, I was, but I didn't see this. I didn't see this kind of information appearing.
So let's delete this sync.
Yeah.
And let's create a new one.
Yep.
Okay. So
if you demo it, then I'll just redo it later.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm going here to contacts and I click on sync services.
Yep.
Okay. And then I'm clicking on new sync.
Yep.
Okay. And you always go with immediate sync.
Yeah.
The periodic sync is garbage. Yeah. Go with leads module. Okay. And the sync name is whatever you want. I usually call it all leads.
Yeah.
Because they are all the leads. And then I'm checking where to sync it to. And usually you will have some kind of a bucket that you want to sync it to,
Right.
I will just push it into the email list.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now here is the exclusion. If someone unsubscribe, what you want it to do. So in my case, I just want him to be removed from the mailing list.
Yeah.
I click on next. Now you have the mapping.
Yeah.
In the mapping, I always like to get the first name. So you have the last name, email, first name.
Yeah.
And the next one will be the tag, because you are going to filter based on the tag.
Right. Okay. So you just type in tag.
Yes. In my case,
Okay.
there is no tag here, so I'm just going to click on new field.
Right. Okay. Okay. That's where I was getting stuck right there, because I wasn't seeing any option to add a tag in mapping the field.
Yep. So you can do it like that. You click
Yeah.
on add. Now, some people will like to do the filtration based on the status. So let's say I want to send it to people with the status, for example, is not dead. So all the people that are in the lead process that are not dead, or maybe you want to do it only for the dead leads.
Right.
Because a dead lead and an active lead will be very much different. While a dead lead had a connection with you, but nothing came out of it, maybe there you need to build some trust, give more value, whatever.
Yeah.
So it's a bit different.
Yeah.
When you're done with the mapping, you click on initialize. And it takes about a minute until you will see under the list, email list, until you will see all the people that's coming from your lead system. Okay, those are from before, but it takes about a minute or so.
Yeah.
So this is part number one. Now you have all the information.
Yeah.
Part number two is under automation, you go to workflows. You create a new workflow. Okay, we'll create a custom one. We'll call it e-course for new leads. Now, we will create also some videos about it. Lots of people requested that to create videos on the workflows, and we will put them on YouTube. But for now, I will just show you how it works. You will need to take the list entry. Okay, and in the list entry, you will need to select a list. In our case, it will be the email list.
Yeah.
Now, it asks you if you want to run this workflow, this drip, on the existing people that are all in the list already.
Right.
In my case, I want only the new ones. When someone new comes to the list, you will start getting those drip campaigns.
Exactly.
So if you think about it, you have the form that we just created. Someone goes to your websites, fill the form. The person gets pushed as a new lead into the CRM, and then the sync that we created is pushing him automatically to this list.
Yeah.
So you have nice flow that is all automatic. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay, let's click on save. Next, you will have here in the process, you will have here a condition. So we'll take the simple condition, and the condition will be that the tag is e-course.
Yeah.
Make sense?
Yes, indeed.
Okay.
Yeah.
And next, you start to go crazy with the emails. Now, that will be, if it's true, you see you have true or false. You go, if it's true, then it goes send message number one. And if you click here, you start to set up the message. Okay?
Okay.
And every email, you see you have a delay.
Yeah.
So maybe the first email will be sent immediately when the person goes to the list.
Right.
The second one maybe will have you will have some kind of a delay.
Yeah.
And based on that, you start to create your email campaign.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Oh, yes. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. That's
Yeah.
it. That's your drip campaign.
Oh, that's good. That's great. Yeah. Would it be, I don't know if you have any more questions there at the moment, or if I can ask you another one. It's
No.
related to this.
No,
It just follows from this.
Sure.
Yeah. In the video that you have already on YouTube, that talks about doing it in campaigns, if I remember here, let me just see. You talk about going to. Oh damn! Sorry, I've got a.
It's all good.
I'm going to have to minimize.
Meanwhile, I will just create me an email.
Yeah. Okay. No, you've taken over my screen for my what do you call it? For my web browser.
Do you have maybe another tab you can click on?
I'm not seeing any tabs or anything. That's the thing. Okay, exit full screen. Now, all of a sudden, I am laughing. So it was about, you were talking about in the video, you were talking about going to automation and using an autoresponder, and it was the I think it was like
yeah, that's dead. That's dead. There is no more autoresponders in Zoho campaigns. They removed everything 3-4 months ago.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I had it here, but it's but anyway,
it's not going to work for much longer.
Okay, well, I guess that's my answer. I was going to say, were there certain situations where you want to use one approach and the other, but since autoresponders hitting the road, then
yeah,
thank you very much for the new way to do it.
We sent an email about, not an email, it was actually a mass email to everyone, and also a video on YouTube that Zoho are going to stop working with lots of features. Actually, not only that, they also canceled the SMS on Zoho campaigns. Lots of stuff were canceled on Zoho campaigns, and the workflow basically is taking over everything now.
Okay.
So now you can send SMS from here. Yeah, it's very good.
Yeah. Sometimes it's nice to have fewer options. You want to do this, you go here.
But this is a relatively simpler way to create all the drip campaigns and everything.
Absolutely, I can see that. Yeah.
So it's nice.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much. That clarifies that.
No problem, Robert.
One less thing to scratch my head over.
Good.
Thanks again, Leo.
Okay, have a good one.
Yeah,
Thanks.
you too.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
So Sue is saying, I think they decided not to remove the autoresponder. That's actually good news. Let's see what's going on here. I was a big fan of the autoresponders. And let's go automations, autoresponders, create a new one. Yeah, I actually see them. Okay, so that's good. So Robert, Sue is saying that it's still here, and I still see it here, which it's supposed to be removed about 2 months ago. So I guess it's good news. Let's check also if SMS campaign is here. Yeah, they didn't remove anything. Okay, so it's all good. Thank you, Sue. Thank you very much for this information. She's saying, I saw an apology email from them, from Zoho, and saying they won't remove it. Okay, I need to check my email more often. Very good. There is a new design that Zoho 1 will come relatively soon. I think in the next 2 months. I'm saying it for about 5 months, but I really think that they are going to do it. It's very cool, actually. We are working with it for a few months, and it's very nice. it gives a feeling that it's all one system. So that will come soon. Also, Zoho, I don't know if you saw it, Zoho revamped their calendar system. So try the new calendar. So design-wise, it's pretty much goes with all the cool ones. And if you will just try to check it out, you will see the new stuff. For example, you can have now tabs. I know that me, for example, when I work with calendars, I always try to have multiple calendars. So I have one calendar, for example, that is mine, and another one for holidays. And because I'm working with people from around the world, I will have different holidays. So I need to know what's going on. I will use for sure this option. So you have different tabs and you can open different calendars. You can run search. Okay, that's not a big thing, but you can run search on the different events. You get notifications on the top, and notification is actually cool because for people, let's say if you have an event center or you have some business that is relying heavily on calendars, those reminders are coming handy. So it's also very cool. I don't know this feature. Use light, event colors, change. Oh, it's just for layouts. Okay, that's fine. And you can have different comments to events on the right side. So basically the same way that you can do for comments in the Zoho system, now you can also have it also on the calendar. So those will be some of the things they created. And of course, they revamped the design. You can create more calendars on the left side by clicking on the plus button. And when you're creating those calendars, you can also share them with other people. You can make them public so people can see your availability or book directly on there. It's just up to you what you want to do there. So this is the new calendar. Okay. We also going to share lots of new videos about Zoho books. So we have the book system. There was someone named Simon that he was on our channel talking about Zoho books and integration with QuickBooks and so on, and lots of people loved him. So we decided to create a bunch of videos about Zoho books just to help people ramp up and start using Zoho books because it's a very, very good system. So I'm going to release this week the first video, and that will be about the banking system, how to connect the banks to your Zoho books, how to work on the transactions, and how to connect them with the expenses or the income. So that will be in this week's video. And once a week, we are going to release one video about one feature of Zoho books. And eventually, you will get used to it, and you will feel good with this beautiful system. Since I moved from QuickBooks, I really like it. It's very, very cool. There is a system named SalesIQ, which probably most of you already know. Now, the beautiful thing about SalesIQ is that you can put it on your website. If you click on a button, you can communicate with people in the organization. So basically, it's just a way for the client or the user to connect with the business. Very cool. The biggest downside is that usually there is no one on the other side. So the tool, the SalesIQ as a tool works great. It's a wonderful tool. The problem is that on the other side, you have no people. Because usually the business will open SalesIQ for multiple employees, and hopefully one of them will not be busy when there is an incoming chat. And most of the times people are busy and they don't have time to talk to people. And Therefore, those people that are right now, they want to talk to the business, they have no one to talk to. And therefore, they're losing leads. I'm creating now a video with a company that I work with for the last 6 years. And what I like about them, they created a way to train their receptionists or the people that are writing the messages to do it in a way that they're asking open-ended questions. So the person on the other side will engage more and will share more information. And the model that they are working on is it's a pay per action model, which that's the only model that I see as a real model. And they're getting paid only if the lead is good. So if you're saying, for example, that the lead, and when you're getting the leads from them to your CRM, you can report the lead as not a real lead. So maybe it's an existing client, or maybe this lead is not good for you, and they will not charge you for it. So they will charge you only for real leads that want to talk to you, which I think it's a good addition. So that's also a video that we are working on right now. Hey, Julia, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Very good. So what I was saying, we have a person in the company that is always trying to get new cool things that you can do with Zoho. And once people are registering to those services, there is an automated email that's asking them basically how was the experience with the product. So we will know if we want to continue and recommend to the audience. So that's also something new that we started to do, just to make sure that what we think is good, also the people that using it think is good.
Yes, and we actually used your link when we signed up, letting them know that we came through you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And how do you find JustCall? Do you like it?
I love it.
Good.
It's awesome.
Very good.
Yes.
Yeah. Did you start using it also with the SMS application on the mobile and the dialer on the mobile?
Yes, we're using the mobile app. We're using the SMS, bulk SMS. We also use the auto dialer there as well, and we're going to upload our information back into the CRM so we can see real-time data. But it's been going good so far.
Very good, very good. So that's exactly what we need, this kind of feedback, just to make sure that the research that we are doing and investing time, it's actually translating to someone is happy. So I'm very happy to hear it.
Yes, I don't think we have any qualms about it. We really like the product.
How is their support?
Support is actually amazing. I love that you were just talking about the bot on the website where there's nobody to answer, but their bot does answer. I'm going to say the most 2 to 3 minutes. They follow up maybe too much. You get an email, they want you to talk back to them in the chat. Like, they're overly attentive.
That's what I want to hear. That's perfect. Do you have any question about JustCall?
Well, I was wondering, since you did the demo, and then when I did my demo, like, I could see your name in there. So I was wondering, like, have you started to use it? Have you recommended it to any clients? And if there was any kind of, advanced automation that you saw in there that you like, because we're pretty much, acquainted with the basic functionalities.
There are 2 things that I like about this product. One, there is always a disconnection between SMS and phone calls, which for me, I think it needs to be in one system, not 2. Mm-hmm. Sometimes people that you're sending SMS, they will, instead of replying to the message, they will just call, especially people that are driving or older people that cannot type fast. So they will just click on the number and call. So okay. I want to see that same number for SMS and the phone calls. The other problem that until now only JustCall answered is that when SMS is coming in, I like to see the SMS coming to my mobile phone, because this is the behavior that I have with SMS.
Right.
I don't like the SMS coming only to my CRM, because then I need to fish the SMS from my system and then start to respond.
Right.
So
now, When they send a text message, it comes to my phone and I get a JustCall notification. And then what they've done with the bulk is I get to choose the number that the bulk is going out. So it's kind of worked for us when they call back that number. We haven't ported our old number because we were still like kind of leery, but it's, you know, that functionality has been okay for us.
Yeah, so imagine that you have mass SMS, people start to respond to you.
Mm-hmm.
You do want to get those SMS back, the responses.
Right.
While, for example, in Zoho campaigns, when you have the send SMS feature,
Mm-hmm.
you don't get it back. The SMS are
Right.
just going to nothing.
Right.
So what's the purpose of having a mass SMS if no one can reply to you?
Right. So that has been, I can't even tell you how great, because it was so manual we were using Twilio. And so we had to have the window up to check to see if anyone replied and try to sort through it. And so now getting that reply and being able to connect with them directly has been monumental for us.
Absolutely. Yeah, so this is really why we recommend it on JustCall, because we try to find a solution like that.
Mm-hmm.
Another plugin that we like a lot, and that's our own phone system. It's a Ring.io. The upside is that it's a great functional system. The downside, it's very expensive. It's like $75 a seat, and the SMS is not coming to an app. It's coming to the dialer, which
we needed a mobile because we have team members. Yeah. Do you see yourself being that? And I love that you're going to be doing a breakdown of the CRM, because a lot of people, you said, leave because they don't know all the functionalities. Being that it integrates with CRM so well, you know, and it sits in the CRM, do you see yourself making videos with that integration?
Yeah, for sure. For JustCall, we created already 2 videos. One video was an overall on the system. The other one was how to send automatic SMS from JustCall.
Oh, that's my birthday gift. Thank you so much. I'm gonna watch it.
Let me just check that it was actually uploaded.
Okay.
Because I'm creating the content, but other people from a company are actually pushing them. Yeah, it's live. It was a month ago.
Okay, great.
Yeah, so this is the video, and we show step by step how to send an automatic SMS, which I think is crucial for new leads. You know, when a new lead is coming in, the person will ask, "Can you help me?" or anything that the business needs to say, "Yep, I got your message." Otherwise, the lead will go to someone else.
I agree.
If the lead is sending you a contact request, and not immediately, 5 minutes after, you will get SMS, "Hey, it's Julia, I got your contact request. I'm on the phone right now. Give me 30 minutes, I'm calling you back." That buys you 30 minutes to call him back, and subconsciously, he will understand that you are going to contact him, and he will stop his chase for more people. So I really like the automatic SMS. It's really cool.
Awesome. We're going to play with the SMS bot this week. Thank you so much, Lior.
No problem, Julia. Have a beautiful day.
You too.
Thank you. Bye-bye. I think what you're asking is how Zoho CRM connecting the contacts to the accounts. Is that correct?
I'm an old school guy and just started with Zoho, and I just got your course last week, and it's just been terrific.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
In the old school, I remember that we used to have to go through and allocate an automatic ID number to either new contacts and or accounts. And I didn't really see that in the setup, although I did see that you can get an automated number. It only allows one if I found the right thing. But I didn't see where it was being added to any of the records in there. So is it got a built-in ID number somewhere that we don't see?
Yes, sir. I'm also old school, so I do know what you mean. So if I'm clicking on a record, and this is one of my contacts, you can see in the URL, there is a unique identifier. So
Okay, yes.
this is your ID. And if I will go to an account and I will click on a record, this is the ID. So the way that Zoho functions, every record in the system will have a unique identifier that will identify the specific record, and that will be a long integer. Why do you need the account ID? So where are you using the invoices, from Zoho Books or CRM?
CRM. Well, actually, I hadn't even got that far yet. I hope to do books, to transfer over from QuickBooks later on this summer. We're just coming up to our year end literally today.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't know whether or not an account number or an account ID number already existed or it needed to be generated.
You don't really need to use this ID ever. When you are with Zoho Books or also Zoho CRM invoicing system, the system is smart enough to, first of all, grab all your accounts from CRM and push it to Zoho Books. When you're creating invoices, the system knows automatically which account you're talking about. So you see the customer name?
Yes.
So the system knows how to do all that for you. You don't need to worry about any ID.
And what about duplicate, say duplicate names, a possibility in accounts? I know that's tough. That's usually not a big issue with account names, but sometimes that does. There are close ones.
Yes, you're right. So if I go here, I can say do not allow duplicate values. Right. And then the same name will not be,
okay.
The problem is exactly what you said. If you have, let's say, the Test Family or the Taste Family Inc., same company, but very much different. And here you will have, you see, deduplicate accounts?
Yes.
And if you click on deduplicate accounts, you can do it based on phone number, account, and that's a website.
Okay.
And now when it's going to find duplicates, it will let you know in a few minutes how many were matching the duplication. And based on that, you can just merge them. So that's something that we're doing, I think, every 2-3 weeks. You see, one account was merged successfully because it was a pure match.
Okay, but so that gets you out of having to worry about this specialized number that you'd never remember anyway.
Like if you are a user, you don't need to even know about this number at all. Exactly. What I like about Zoho as a company, it's built for business owners, not for developers. Of course, developers can do a little bit more, but 90% of the system for humans that's just running business. That's it.
Okay, good. Thank you so much. That really
no problem.
I've been fretting over this one for the last couple of weeks and couldn't get a right answer from a couple of places. So that's great.
Don't fight anything. Just let me know what you need. Will help you.
I will. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. If we import records from our old CRM into a new Zoho CRM, can we use our old customer number? Yes, that's a great question. So let's say that you're moving your data from one system to another. Let's say you had Salesforce and now you're pushing to Zoho CRM. And by the way, this migration from Salesforce to Zoho CRM is really, really good because we see lots of new people coming over. I would do something like that. So you can go, for example, in your system, I will create another one and I will call this field migrated lead ID. And this is where I will push this old ID. And the reason is that sometimes you will need to refer to the old ID based on the old data, and that will be your linked place. So this is number one. Number two, when you are importing the information, and I have also a full video on it on my course, it's lesson number 9, I think. if I'm not mistaken. If you will go to, it's actually in the import. So if you go under data administration, you go to import, and you import from a different CRM, you will need to upload here the different CSVs. So let's say you will upload here your contacts, accounts, deals, invoices, and when you put all of them here, Zoho will know how to map the import based on the different IDs. Okay, but it's a half-hour lesson on I think lesson number 9. So you can check it out, guys. Okay, very cool. So thank you very much for staying with me today. And next week, just remember, we'll be on Zoom. So on our website, you can find the correct link, because we are not using Zoho Showtime anymore. Thank you, guys. Have a beautiful rest of your day.